Well, as we know, Renee is always up to some mischief on the threads. So we're about to check out exactly what she's been saying the last couple of days. So she begins here by saying, "I must say, I don't mind that you don't like me. It's not your fault. You all need proper guidance too. Unfortunately, it doesn't exist within the elite of this world. It's all about what you want. We each play a role, but you all need to do better in this life too. Do you want me? Do you want to be desired and wanted, or hated, rejected, and eliminated? I, for one, know how amazing this world could be if we all did our part positively. But we're all falling apart. Don't let it get torn apart." I mean, listen. How can this woman put the word positivity in her sentence? Does she even know what positivity actually means? Does she know what positivity actually is? Oh my goodness gracious me. You know what though? Chidi said to her, you are clearly the common denominator to why all your relationships have been failed relationships. And she sat there and denied it and said that no, it's all their fault. It was all those men who took those drugs. It was their fault. And Chidi basically told her that you have to put out what you want to receive. So here's the thing. She talks about positivity, but are you giving out any positivity to anybody in your life, let alone the audience? I didn't think so. I did not think so, but she would tell you otherwise because Renee is always right. But anyway, we move on to the next one. As you can see here, she says, "Negative comments, keep this in mind. I am portrayed a certain way just because you are mentally insane and or depressed doesn't mean you could assume that I may be or feel that way." Laughing smiley emoji, whatever emoji that is. Entertainment. You have only seen what you've seen and felt what you can feel. Typically yourself. Watch who you point the finger at and talk negatively about. In the end of it all, you will find out you may be the one with mental issues. Go find something better to do. I mean, listen, I've said it before. For somebody that is a mother, it is quite fascinating that you find a lot of time to come online to literally have rants. So you're telling other people to go and find something better to do when clearly you're not even doing that for yourself. So what does that say about you? Then move on to the next one. As we can see here, Chidi slept with multiple before me. Don't get too excited. Put him on a lie detector test and ask him if he's a virgin. Now, I don't know if Chidi ever did say that he was a virgin, but I'm pretty sure he didn't say that he was a virgin. I don't think he even spoke about his sexual life, to be honest with you. So what are you doing here? Are you airing out his dirty laundry, even though you're not supposed to be doing that? Very, very interesting. But I will say this though. How does it make you feel knowing that Chidi slept with multiple people before you, but he couldn't bring himself to sleep with you? While she's out here trying to shame him, let's look at the actual real picture. And the real picture is that not one, you could not get a man that physically cannot see you to sleep with you. But also on top of that, you couldn't get a man that, according to you, has a record of sleeping with other multiple women. So just like he said before, clearly you are the common denominator in your failed relationship, because the real question here, or the real exposure is, how comes a man that has slept with multiple women before did not want to sleep with you? Now, of course, she could sit and say it's because of his beliefs. He changed his ways and he was looking for something a bit more real when he didn't want to be that guy anymore. I mean, listen. Maybe that is the answer. Maybe that is legit the real answer. But the way she's saying it has shot herself in the foot, because she's basically telling us that a man that has more than all the capabilities to sleep with someone just didn't want it with you. Some people speak, but they don't realize what they're actually saying. Nonetheless, though, she says, actually, this new celibacy story had me questioning if he was actually a male before. Oh, dear Lord. If he was actually with a male before me and made a boo-boo. Interesting. The entire time Sorry, this is a shit. What, like, what are you talking about? If he was actually with a male before me and made a boo boo, that is nuts. But anyway, the entire time up there, every time he felt my face, he said he was feeling for whiskers and shocked that I didn't have whiskers. Wow. So she's saying my man is gay? Or she's saying he's bisexual? What is going on here? Nonetheless, though, she continues by saying there are many theories. Now, to find the theory bossed around, use me for self-gain, or what he confused because he sinned? Or was he confused because he sinned? If you don't like somebody, why did you invite them to stay in your household and want to marry them? You sinful liar, evil. This woman is the gift that keeps giving. Now, here's the thing. Let's not sit here and pretend that some women in this world can actually grow some facial hair. And of course, when they shave it, it will have an effect of stubble. So maybe he was with people before that have facial hair. It could be that. Or he could actually be potentially gay or bisexual. But look at it this way. Don't try and use his sexuality as a reason why he didn't want to sleep with a young lady. Do not use that in any kind of shape or form. The man just did not want to sleep with you. Then she says, keep up and I delete as I go. You don't delete shiz. That's why we're still here with so many others. These were all done in the same day. 2 days ago, as you can see. She continues by saying, I heard he broke up with me? Apparently? This woman is something else. What makes him look or feel like a man? Sure, they didn't want to show another Nigerian scammer/scammers. I am sure they are sick of it. Scamming, black magic, same old story. Need a cool story and an entertaining one. And I am just that. I talk a lot, so there is so much to be used. If that's the way it has ended or ending well, okay. Thank God it's almost over. Out with the old, in with the new. Life lessons learned. I remove all negativity. I mean, to be honest with you, you'd think for somebody that claims to be so smart in the world, you'd think that she wouldn't really need to learn any lessons. But either way, though, lesson learned. I mean, honestly, this woman is surreal. Now, listen, to be honest with you, maybe she's got a point, though. Maybe she's got a point. Maybe TLC was sick and tired of having Nigerian scammers or people looking that way that they wanted to change the narrative and say, hey, not all Nigerians are actually like that. Maybe that was the truth. Maybe she's got truth behind it. You never know. You never know. But here's the thing, though. Did this man pursue you in a way where he wanted to marry you to come to the United States of America? Well, I will say this. Chidi is one of the very few, or maybe the first Nigerian man to appear on the show and not actually talk about America, to be fair with you. I don't really remember him speaking of America, and if he did, clearly he didn't speak about it enough. So, to be fair, I don't believe that that was necessarily the case. The case was that this man generally was not trying to scam you to get to the States. I don't really see it because there's no evidence behind it. If there was evidence behind it, you already know your boy will be all over that because, man, I'm the harshest of the harshest, apparently. Now, with that being said, though, she comes back and says, it's funny, she goes, good night, yo, and comes back exactly the same day. Or at least it looks like it was the same day. But nonetheless, though, let's get into what she says next. He is very much experienced in using people and making them feel bad, especially when I mentioned on my lie detector test that he actually asked one time for my mum's credit card so that he could get so he can get his paperwork to come as if I'm going to steal my mum's card. But he can deny all he wants. All these questions are written down and ready for me to answer now. The red flags were there. 5 years of communication, and he's saying he wants to marry me and loves me. Can't be with anybody but me. To be fair, he did say those things. To be fair, there's a lot of truth behind what she's saying there. But listen, scamming works in different ways. Some people scam for money, some people scam for a visa, some people scam for both, right? I mean, listen, but she's making it abundantly clear that this man was scamming for paperwork to come to the United States. Again, I did not see that proof itself in particular or any evidence behind that. But to be fair, she was too busy yelling and shouting. He probably didn't get a chance to even tell us about coming to America if what she's saying is true. So yeah, either way though, I don't see it. But right now, let's just look at this situation here. You're telling me that this man asked for your mother's credit card, but you still flew there to see him? This man asked for your mother's credit card, but yet you still wanted to pursue a relationship with him within a span of 5 years? Come on now. Don't be sitting there acting like, oh, I now see the signs. Because for somebody that's so intelligent and somebody that's smarter than everybody else, I'm sure you would have seen the red flags a very, very long time ago. So to be honest with you, this woman is moving absolutely bonkers. 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 Yeah, I said it. Now, with that being said, this lie detector test, where is it? I want to see it. I want to see this lie detector test. In fact, she should make a video. She should go live on IG, okay? And she should go live of her getting a test and showing us exactly where she's going to get this lie detector test. And we need proof of evidence that this person is legit. This person has a record. This is what I'm saying. This is somebody that we can all sit there and say, you know what? We trust the test. But are we going to get that? Didn't think so. Didn't think so. But she does add to the same thread. Okay, let me reword my last message. No problem. No trouble. Okay, I can honestly say I've never had a male break up with me. Congratulations. What did you want? A freaking medal? Anyway, I've never been through that situation. I've never heard those words. Maybe he is a negative curse and God saved me. Or maybe you're the negative curse and those other men got saved from you. But anyway, she goes, this is ugly, but I'm going places now. Use him as the example of continuous negativity that people do while hiding behind Christianity. I mean, listen, people do be hiding behind religion. That is a truthful thing. But where are you going though? Can you let us know where you're going so we all know not to attend that place that you're going, please? Obviously, I know she doesn't mean somewhere physically, but with that being said, she continues again and she goes, never once did he mention, I thought she was deleting things, but she ain't deleting nothing. Never once did he mention that he was going to break up with me or show that he was. You are absolutely delusionally blind. How did you not see it coming? Is this woman okay? All right, no worries. Whatever, let's continue. Multiple times he asked me, what would you do if I showed up at your door? And he's probably terrified of telling you all the truth now. He's covered himself with so many lies. He could unbury himself. He can't even take a shower on his own without her telling him. About a month after I left, he went back home. We had some good conversation. Then I blocked. So you blocked him? Whatever. Either way. Why are you not showing us the receipts though? This woman's always got a lot of things to say and some of it does sound as if it may be true, but we need those receipts. Without the receipts, then what the hell? You know what I mean? Like, then what the hell? It doesn't mean much, does it now? Evidence is key, but nonetheless though, she continues by saying, poor baby boy is so scared now that he won't even tell the world the truth. Yet here I am. He's afraid to tell you that his sister wouldn't let him in the taxi or go anywhere. He's afraid to tell you that she would guard every conversation in the evenings. He was afraid to tell you that she made every single decision for him up to where he wears, to what he wears. He was afraid to tell you that he was temporarily staying there. But I returned home, he returned home, and we had plenty of conversation. So my question is this: if you're telling me you had plenty of conversation, plenty of good conversations, then why are you still not together right now then? Then why are you blocked or why is he blocked? Make that make sense. Oh, wait. Talking is what she does, but making sense with evidence is not what she provides. But either way though, we continue with the next one itself in particular where she goes, I'm not desperate, or will I ever be? If I would have known what a two-faced little lie him and his sister was, I never would have humiliated myself. I stand at a higher level. Sister didn't come into the play until the last few months of our relationship. I was friends with other siblings. I met a baby boy who was humiliated off of his decisions, and now see me as an awful person because it didn't turn out the way he wanted. That doesn't make me a bad person. It makes him an unreliable little liar. Does it now? Interesting. So if he's a unreliable little liar, what are you? I'm just curious, what are you? And if his sister and him are two-faced, then I mean, I wouldn't say that she's two-faced, to be honest, but she's far worse than that. I don't even know what the word is. What's the term for somebody else that's far worse than that? Somebody let me know. But anyway, with that being said, though, let's continue. So, as you can see right here, she continues by saying, I'm going to be remembered. Heck yeah, I am. Name in the stars. And I am one of the biggest stars. One of the most irritating stars, don't you mean? One of the most darkest stars up there. You know what I mean? If I was looking at the sky and I was trying to find your star, I wouldn't see it, but it's so freaking pitch black. That's how dark your heart is. And that's how dark your soul is. And that's how much of an oblivious human being you are to the reality of your actions. So trust me when I tell you, you ain't no bright star. You are a very, very, very dark, dim star. You know what I mean? Even if somebody tried to light you up, it's not working. It's not happening. Promise you now. Nonetheless, though, but then again, though, let me not say that because everybody has a chance to redeem themselves. Everybody has a chance to finally look in the mirror and realize that they are wrong. And maybe one day that is going to happen for her. I hope it does, because boy, she's got children to raise, and these children cannot be raised by somebody that is such a pitch black star. Nonetheless, though, we continue. She says, sister let him out for the day because the babysitters were there. Now, if I was so bad and he didn't like me, why was he still trying to say he's like a fish without water and leading me on, asking me to get an apartment 4 days before I left Nigeria, and acting like he wants me to still up until 1 month upon my return home. I then blocked me. That doesn't make sense to me. I'm gonna lie to you. The last bit just threw me off. Like, this woman makes no sense, but who am I kidding? Nonetheless, though, blind or not, I am very expressive with my hands. Oh, we know that. We've seen that. And I will never change for anyone. Laughing emoji. You don't want a finger in your face, then why don't you evolve and act mature? Stop your rancid lies and games. I mean, honestly, I don't know why she thinks having her hands in people's faces is a respectful thing or it's an actual nice thing to do, but because it is not. It is absolutely horrible. She needs to check herself on that. This is what I say. I feel like this woman has never got any beats in her life, you know. Listen, no parent has ever disciplined her. Like, you know what I'm saying? She's probably never been on the naughty corner, never been on the naughty step. She's never been spanked with no freaking belt. She's never been spanked with no hand. She ain't never got no punishment in her entire life. This woman's been allowed to run riot since the day she was born. And this is why she's so freaking tapped. Now, I'm not right trying to promote hitting your children, okay? I'm talking about the generation that we all come from, all right? Obviously, some of us come from a household where if you was naughty, you was getting that. You know what I'm saying? Some of us came from a household where if we was naughty, we had to watch the paint dry. You know what I mean? We had to sit on the naughty step, or we'd be grounded and we wouldn't be allowed to leave the house. You know, we had punishments when we was all grown up, all different types. Many people disagree with, and many people do agree with. You see what I'm saying? So no, I am not trying to promote that when somebody behaves the way she does, that they need a slap in the face or whatever. No. I'm just saying it's clear that when she was growing up in the generation that we was all grown up, clearly her parents were giving her a whole different type of treatment. They were saying, there you go, Renee. You know what? I know why she was never punished. Damn, I just figured it out. Oh my goodness gracious me. Whenever Renee used to misbehave, they used to be like, you know what, honey, you know when you were on your way home from school, take your time. You can come home after dark. Listen, the family was hoping that she'd disappear, and I lied to you. Yo, that was dark as hell, you know. Damn, that may be worse than being put on a corner and being spanked, to be honest with you. Parents telling you to just go play outside and you can come back whenever you want. Maybe come back in the dark and walk for the dark forest. And she's always come back anyway, and they'll be like, oh, you're still here. It's like that film. What's that film called? The dog film. It's a new one. It came out last year with Jamie Foxx, Seth Rogen, the little dog film. We know Strays. I think that's what it is. The man was trying to get rid of his dog, and the dog would never leave, kept coming back. If you know the film, you know the film. Anyway, let me move on from my dark humor. Nonetheless, though, as you can see here, she also says, "Oh boy, it's raining. I love rain and tacos." Okay, good for you. Then she says, I talk to text quite a bit and talk a lot. I add and or delete too many messages and or posts. Of course, expect misspellings and or another word of in place of what's supposed to be. Gotta keep up. You get the message at least. And of course, we're now back to the top, to the same message that she has been kept pinned for God knows how long now. Either way, though, let me know your thoughts. I had no idea I was going to be for 20 plus minutes. What the hell is going on? She says a whole lot of things. Nonetheless, though, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section and we'll talk about it. Peace.